The final important theorem in this vector integration is Gauss divergence theorem. So let us see the statement of this divergence theorem. Let S be a closed surface enclosing a volume V and f bar be a continuously differentiable vector function. Then integral over S f bar dot n bar ds equal to integral over V div f bar dv, where that n bar is outward unit normal to the surfaces. So which gives the relation between the surface S and volume integral. And previous two statements, either Green's theorem or Stokes theorem, gives the relation between line integral and surface integral, whereas Gauss divergence theorem gives the relation between surface integral and volume integral. And make sure that the surface must be a closed surface that enclosing a volume V, then only this statement applicable. And we can see the Cartesian form of this statement also. Cartesian form in the sense sometimes the integrations may be in a different manner. Suppose if you take a double integral, that can be taken as in double integral over S f bar, if at all f bar equal to f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar, that I am writing first. If f bar equal to f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar, then we can write the same statement. Integral over S becomes double integral over S f1 dy dz plus f2 dx dz plus f3 dx dy, that equal to. We know that divergence of f bar, if f bar is known as f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar, becomes triple integral over V dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z whole dx dy dz. So this is the way to write the Cartesian form of the Gauss divergence theorem. Now let me take you to problems. Here there are two ways to ask the questions. One is verify the Gauss divergence theorem, and second one is applies the Gauss divergence theorem. Let me take one example on this. Verify Gauss divergence theorem for the function x square plus f bar equal to y bar plus xj bar plus z square k bar over the cylindrical region bounded by x square plus y square equal to 9, comma z equal to 0 and z equal to 2. That means we need to find out the surface integration as well as volume integration, and those integral values must be the same. So in order to show those statements, first identify the surface as well as the volume enclosing that or enclosed by that surfaces. So before doing that, we just recall the Gauss divergence theorem. So we need to show here like this. So by Gauss divergence theorem, integral over S f bar dot n bar ds equal to integral over V div f bar dv. That means we need to show or we need to verify this equation. So for that we just identify what is this S and this volume V is. Clearly it is mentioned that the surface S is the surface of the cylindrical region x square plus y square equal to 9 and z equal to 0 and z equal to 2. So I may take the coordinate axis like this. This is x axis and it is y axis and it is z axis. I am just trying to draw the cylindrical region. See that x square plus y square equal to 9 from z equal to 0 to z equal to. So z equal to 0 is on xy plane. So we can have a cylindrical region maybe of like this. This is our cylindrical region. So here there are three faces here. One is this face, that means this xy plane. On xy plane we can have this is our z equal to 0, and second one is this surface. This surface I am considering as z equal to 2. Similarly, the circular surface is there, that is this type. You can see this region. So that equation is x square plus y square equal to 9. So I may consider this surface is z equal to 0 surface I am taking as S1. This z equal to 2 surface I am taking is S2, and this surface I am taking as S3. So there are three surfaces, and total volume is nothing but our V. Okay, so let me evaluate each of this integration one after one. So consider first surface integration. I may consider here surface integral. That means I want to evaluate first left hand side of that equation. Here, since S consists of three integrations, S1, S2, S3 are three surfaces. Since S consists of the surfaces S1, S2 and S3, we have integral over S f bar dot n bar ds equal to integral over S1 f bar dot n bar ds plus integral over S2 f bar dot n bar ds plus integral over S3 f bar dot n bar ds. That means we need to evaluate each of these integrations. So I am just taking first one. First I just want to evaluate over the surface S1. If I are taking the surface over the surface S1, the surface integral becomes like this. What is the equation of this S1 here? Here S1 is z equal to 0. S1 is z equal to 0. So when it is taken on xy plane, clearly n bar equal to, since it is on xy plane and we should take n bar is outward unit normal to the surface. So a z axis, along z axis is our unit vector, but we should take outward run. So we should take it is minus k bar, and ds becomes, since it is on xy plane, we can have dx dy. So in order to evaluate its integral over S1 f bar dot n bar, first I just want to write what f bar dot n bar is. So this is our f bar, yi bar plus xj bar plus z square k bar. We can have it is minus f bar dot n bar, that is n bar is minus k bar, so it is minus z square. On S1 z equal to 0, on S1 f bar dot n bar becomes 0. Therefore this integral over S1 f bar dot n bar ds becomes 0. This is our first one. Similarly, I can consider the second and third integrations also. So over the surface, S2. What the surface S2 means, here the surface equation is S2 is z equal to 2. We are taking the integration over that z equal to 2 surface. So n bar equal to, clearly since we are taking the surface is like this, and along the z axis unit vector is our unit normal. So n bar equal to k bar, outward run. So no doubt it should be projected on xy plane only. So dx dy, ds equal to dx dy. So therefore integral over S2 f, before that we should calculate what f bar dot n bar is. So f bar dot n bar equal to, clearly it is what, z square only. So on S2 f bar dot n bar equal to, since on z in S2 z equal to, it becomes 4. So therefore integral over S2 f bar dot n bar ds equal to double integral. So once it is projected onto the xy plane, the region will be it is x square plus y square is less than or equal to 9. That is shaded region. So f bar dot n bar is 4 ds. For ds. So ds is nothing but dx dy. That means 4 times. Once you are observing that double integral over any region dx dy gives the area of that region. And we have to take in that here circular region. So the region value is, the area of that region is pi times r square. R is the radius is 3. So 3 square. So it is 36 pi. So therefore integral over s to f bar dot n bar ds equal to 36 pi. This is our second one. Similarly, I can take over the surface S3. So if you consider here, the surface equation here is, here S3 is what? X square plus y square minus 9 equal to 0. That is our surface equation. So we should take n bar properly. What is n bar here? Gradient of S3 by magnitude of gradient of S3. So I can write dou S3 by dou x, that is 2xi bar plus 2yj bar by square root of 4x square plus 4y square. We know that the way of calculating the outward unit normal to the surface. Once you observe that, it will be 4 will cancel 2 here, and x square plus y square is 9 on the surface. So xi bar plus yj bar by, it becomes 3. Clear? That is our n bar. So f bar dot n bar becomes, f bar dot n bar, if you observe this again, f bar y into x, it is xy plus y into x, that is again xy by 3, that is 2xy by 3. So now this is our surface. It should be projected onto the any one of the coordinate planes, either xz plane or yz plane. So you may take your own way. So I am considering this like this. Let R be the projection of S3 on which plane you may take? I may take here on xz plane. Then what happens? Once you are taking it so, we have an idea regarding how to evaluate the double integral. So once it is taken so, I may write here, then integral over S3 f bar dot n bar ds becomes double integral over R f bar dot n bar into dx dz by modulus of n bar dot z bar. So this R is now, this is a plane region. So for R, so this we can see here what this R is. R is here, we can have this rectangle region. For this rectangle region, the limits are like this. Z is varying from z equal to 0 to z equal to, it is given 2, and x varies from, since it is a rectangle region, we can have constant limits, x equal to 0 to x equal to 3. So this integral becomes, and before simplifying it, I am just writing what f bar dot n bar is. F bar dot n bar is 2xy. So that I can write this integral over S3 f bar dot n bar ds equal to z equal to 0 to 2, x equal to 0 to 3, 2xy into dx dz by modulus of n bar dot z bar. If you observe that n bar is our term xi bar plus yj bar by 3. So if you take n bar dot z bar, we can have it is y by 3. I may write it here y by 3. So this y will cancel. Sorry, a small mistake here. X varies from minus 3 to plus 3. So it becomes minus 3 to plus 3. So that x equal to minus 3 to plus 3, I can write 6x into, for z integration, z over the limits 0 to 2, it is dz. And on simplifying, it becomes x into 2. After simplifying this, x square over the limits minus 3 to plus 3, it becomes 0. So therefore, integral over S3 f bar dot n bar ds becomes 0. This is our third equation. If you add all these three equations once, we can have surface integral value. So I just add all these things. Therefore, integral over s f bar dot n bar ds equal to, the first surface integral value is 0, second one is 36 pi, and third one is 0. This is our surface integral value, isn't it? Similarly, we have to evaluate the volume integration also, and make sure that the volume integral will give us also the same value, otherwise the theorem is not verified. So I just taking here volume integral. So let us try to evaluate this volume integration. Once you observe that, what is the volume here? The picture once you see, it is like this. This volume is bounded by x square plus y square equal to 9, z equal to 0 to z equal to 2. So that I can evaluate it easily. Before doing that, what type of integration I should take? It is div f bar. So I just try to write what div f bar is. So div f bar equal to, it is dou by dou x of y f1, that is our function. See once, dou by dou x of our function f1, that f1 is y, plus dou by dou y of f2, that is x, plus dou by dou z of f3, that is z square. If you are simplifying this one, it becomes 0 plus 0 plus 2z. So div f bar becomes, we can have it is 2z. So integrand is okay. So let me try to evaluate this one. There we don't know what the limits for v variable. So trying to write the values of that. So for the volume z, for the volume v, we can write z varies from z equal to 0 to, clearly it is z equal to 2, and moreover y varies from, once you observe that here the equation is x square plus y square equal to 9, so we should take y equal to, it is minus square root of 9 minus x square to, it is plus square root of 9 minus x square, and finally x varies from x equal to minus 3 to x equal to plus 3, so that we can take the integration easily. Therefore, integral over v div f bar dv equal to, should write z equal to 0 to 2, and we can write y equal to square root of 9 minus x square, 2 plus square root of 9 minus x square, and x equal to minus 3 to plus 3, it is 2z dz dy dx. After simplifying, you can have it is x equal to minus 3 to plus 3, integral y equal to square root minus square root of 9 minus x square to plus square root of 9 minus x square. Integration with respect to z is z square for the limits 0 to 2 dy dx. And the remaining problem is very easy. And after simplifying this one, we can have it is 4 times integral x equal to minus 3 to 3, integral y equal to square root of minus 9x square to square root of 9 minus x square dy dx. If you observe this integration, double integration over a circle region x square plus y square equal to 9, and the integrand is only 1, so it gives the area of this circle. So I just, without evaluating that much, and just straight away write the answer here. 4 times the area of this circle is pi r square. R square is 3 square. So it is 4 times 9 pi, that is 9 pi, that equal to 36 pi. Therefore, integral over v div f bar dv equal to 36 pi. This is our volume integration. So once we observe these two integrations here, surface integral becomes f bar dot n bar ds, and a volume integration also f bar 36 pi. Therefore, we can conclude that integral over s f bar dot n bar ds equal to integral over v div f bar dv. So with this way we can evaluate, we can show verification of Gauss divergence theorem. We will take one more problem, that is use divergence theorem to evaluate integral over S f bar dot n bar ds, where S is the surface of the rectangle parallelopiped given by 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to a, 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to b, and 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to c. So once you observe this particular problem, we have to use the divergence theorem to evaluate the surface integration. That means we should convert the surface integration to volume integral with the help of divergence theorem. That volume integral will be evaluated, whose value is nothing but value of this integral. So first identify what is the surface or what is the volume here. It is given that surface is nothing but the surface area of the, or surface of the total surface of the rectangle parallelopiped given by these equations. So I may take here like this. This is okay. If you observe this one, okay, so this is rectangle parallelopiped. I can draw now. First, this is our rectangle box. If you take it as x-axis, it becomes a 0 0 point, and if you take it as y-axis 0 b 0, and if you take it as z-axis, it becomes 0 0 c. So we have here totally 6 faces: bottom, top, 2 sides, and front and back. 6 surfaces are there. If we evaluate this integration over S f bar dot n bar ds, we have to evaluate 6 surface integrations. Instead of doing, we better convert this integral into volume integral, and we can solve it easily. And right now, by Gauss divergence theorem, integral over S f bar dot n bar ds equal to integral over v div f bar dv. And more or less we need not bother about the integration toughness. Here volume integral becomes very easy for this particular problem. Since it is a rectangular box, the limits for variables are only constant: 0 to a, 0 to b, 0 to c. So integral becomes very easy here. Div f bar. So f bar is f bar is not mentioned here. So observe here the function written here, that is f bar equal to x square minus yz I bar plus y square minus zx into j bar plus z square minus x into k bar. So that may be taken here. To evaluate this f bar dot n bar ds, I am just converting into first the volume integral, and it is to be evaluated. So first I want to calculate div f bar. So I just want to calculate first div f bar equal to dou by dou x of f1. F1 is x square minus yz plus dou by dou y of f2, that is y square minus zx, plus dou by dou z of this f3, that is z square minus xy. So if you are simplifying it, it becomes 2x, and it is 2y, and it is 2z. So total it is 2 times of x plus y plus z. So div f bar is 2 times of x plus y plus z. This is our integrand. So the only thing is to be calculated here is integral value. So I just want to write the limits here first. For v means the volume v. What are the variations of the variables here? X varies from x equal to 0 to x equal to what? A. And y varies from, it is very clear since the equations are given, so y equal to 0 to y equal to b. And finally the z variable, that z varies from z equal to 0 to z equal to c. So that I can write this volume integral. So therefore integral over s f bar dot n bar ds equal to, I am just writing the volume integral in terms of limits: z equal to 0 to c, integral y equal to 0 to b, integral x equal to 0 to a, 2 times of x plus y plus x plus y plus z into dx dy and it is dz. Just as evaluating it, first integral z equal to 0 to c, integral y equal to 0 to b, evaluate first one. For 2x it is x square plus 2 times y plus z into x over the limits 0 to a into dy dz. It becomes z equal to 0 to c, integral y equal to 0 to b. After substituting the limits, it is a square plus, I am just writing it is 2a into y plus z dy dz. Now I am evaluating with integration with respect to y, so it is z equal to 0 to c, it is a square y plus and 2ay. For 2ay integration is a into y square plus 2a into zy over the limits 0 to b into dz. Substituting that limit z equal to 0 to c, it is a square into substituting it is b plus it is a b square plus 2a b into z. We can have like this. And finally evaluate this integration. We can have it is a square b into z plus ab square into z plus 2ab into z. For that it is ab into z square over the limits 0 to c. After evaluating, it is a square b c plus ab square c plus ab c square, or else we can write it is a b c into a plus b plus c. I think it is a b c into a plus b plus c. This is the value of the surface integration. So this is the advantage of converting our surface integral to volume integral with the help of Gauss divergence theorem, and we will get the integral value easily. Thank you.